Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is idiom 664. The idiom today is to go against the grain. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot, do it now. Let's get right to it. If someone says that a person goes against the grain, it means someone does something in opposition to or contrary to what is generally understood to be normal, typical, or acceptable. And we get a second meaning here, a second use. If an idea or action goes against the grain, it does not feel right or normal, and you feel it is difficult to accept. Okay, let's continue. All right. You may also sometimes hear this phrase as to run against the grain as well. So to go against the grain, or a little less often, to run against the grain. The idea of this phrase alludes to cutting wood. Okay, the grain of a piece of wood usually falls in the direction of the fibers. Thus, it is easier to cut along the direction of the grain rather than go against it. So it's easier to work this way. It's easier to deal with the situation this way. Therefore, if one goes against the grain, it does not feel right, and it may make it more difficult to deal with the situation. Okay, let's continue. One of the earliest uses of this phrase dates back to Shakespeare's work Coriolanus. Here is the quote: "Preoccupied with what you rather must do than what you should made you go against the grain to voice him." So this kind of situation forced you to do what you normally would not do, or what you don't think is typical, or maybe even what some people may think is not acceptable. Let's continue. Okay, we got 3 examples here to show just how it's used. Here's the first one. That boy never followed the norms. He made a habit of going against the grain. So he always kind of did what people thought that he shouldn't do, or that what was acceptable to do. All right, number 2, that company went against the grain. Instead of getting involved with a price war with its competitor, they actually raised the price of their product and marketed it as a superior quality product. A risky thing to do, but I think in one particular case, this actually paid off and it worked. But they went against the grain. Normally, other companies might get involved in the price war, and everybody keeps cutting their price and lowering it, and not a good situation. All right, number 3. Even though that politician is against the bill, he doesn't want to go against the grain in his party and still chose to toe the line. So even though he didn't want to vote for it, they pressured him in his party. No, this is what you're expected to do. You have to vote with us. So he decided to toe the line. He didn't want to go against the grain. So you may hear it that way as well. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. I hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.